Welcome to this top secret meeting of the United Nations. We will be talking about the crisis in Syria with the people from Germany, from England, from the Russian Federation and myself from the United States of America. We will be talking about this problem and we will show you what we are going to do with it. Welcome to this UN meeting. Mr. Vos from Germany, Mr. Lamberts from England, and thank you for being here, Mr. Zizi from the Russian Federation. We know it's a tough problem to get these countries together at the table. I will be representing the United States of America. We will be talking about the Syrian crisis and President Assad. First of all, is it possible to prosecute a head of state for things he does when he is head of state? Well, in short, a head of state is immune in everything he does as long as he is the head of state. After the resignation as head of state, he is no longer immune to the rest of the world. Even when it's about illegal actions he performed during his time as head of state. They are immune, however, when the illegal actions were absolutely necessary to perform their job as head of state. But you know, as head of state, you don't need to perform illegal actions to do your job. When the illegal crimes are crimes against humanity, every country here can claim jurisdiction, and thus he will be transported to the criminal court. But that's the question, and we will talk about this problem. I will give the next problem to Mr. Vos from Germany and his opinion about this.
Yes, well, the head of state indeed cannot be prosecuted, as he is immune, like you said. But this absolute immunity may be curtailed if abuse can be proven. When it's established that abuse is indeed made, the International Court or Tribunal can prosecute the head of state. But currently, Russia and China are blocking investigations into war crimes in Syria by the International Criminal Court. Thus, the International Criminal Court can't do anything. Another possibility to adjust the prosecution of President Assad is to use the power to prosecute unreduced Kogan's norm. This states that each state may try someone who is committed a crime against humanity. Assad is accused of genocide and the use of chemical weapons. Currently it's quite difficult to prosecute President Assad because he's immune due to being the head of state, like you just said. When he's no longer head of state, each state can claim jurisdiction, but because Syria hasn't joined this International Criminal Court, it cannot exercise its jurisdiction.
Next speaker here at the Summer Summit is Mr. Lamberts from England. Please tell us about your problem.
Well, the International Criminal Court and international tribunals are allowed to prosecute heads of state. To prosecute Assad, however, is going to be a difficult case. First of all, Syria is no party of the International Criminal Court. Second, the Security Council of the United Nations needs to adopt a resolution to prosecute President Assad. This resolution will most likely be blocked by Russia because they have, as a permanent member of the Security Council, veto power. Russia will veto this resolution because Russia and Syria are allies. It's also going to be difficult to link President Assad personally to these crimes. There's no degree of certainty President Assad is directly involved with these crimes. The last reason why it's going to be difficult to prosecute President Assad is because he has absolute immunity. This means he is totally immune for criminal prosecution and lawsuits as long as he is President of Syria.
Thank you, Mr. Lamberts from England, and your view on this problem. And as our final speaker, I would like to give the word to Mr. Zizi from the Russian Federation, and please give us a solution.
Thank you, Mr. Sommer. First, I'd like to say on behalf of Russia that Russia will no longer block an investigation with its right of veto, and it will support an investigation. Since March 2011, the Syrian government has been using a lot of violence against its citizens, and these are armed citizens and unarmed. There have been over 100,000 confirmed deaths, and tens of thousands of people have been imprisoned for reasons unknown. These imprisoned people are being severely tortured and abused. Their human rights are clearly being violated, and we can't let this go on any longer.
But how do you intend to make this peace plan, Mr. Zizi?
I would like to deploy a peace plan, and to implement this peace plan, we would have to ask the Security Council of the United Nations to take this peace plan in consideration and have a vote about it. If they think it is a good idea, we can have the Security Council to make a resolution, so every member state has to cooperate with this peace plan.
And what are the most essential things that you want to accomplish with this peace plan?
I have 6 really important points I want to see in this peace plan. The first is political cooperation in Syria to fulfill the wishes of the Syrian people. The second one is the fights in Syria have to stop, and the United Nations has to implement a ceasefire to protect the Syrian people. The Syrian government has to tell its troops to stop using heavy weaponry and retreat to their bases. The third point is there has to be a humanitarian help in war zones to make sure people can get at least 2 hours of rest a day. The fourth point is people who have been imprisoned for reasons unknown should be released sooner and faster. The fifth point is there should be freedom of movement and a non-discriminating FISA policy for journalists. And the final point is the right to form a group and peaceful demonstrations should be guaranteed on a legal basis.
Thank you for your peace plan, Mr. Zizi. I would like to proposition a vote to induct Mr. Zizi's peace plan. Anyone against the peace plan from the Russian Federation?
No.
Then by this your peace plan will be active starting tomorrow, and I would thank everyone here at this table for this meeting, and I'm glad we can figure out this problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you.